Welcome back to The Breakfast Show. It's 10 minutes past 9 a.m. and have I got a surprise for you, ladies and gentlemen. Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, I gave you handsome Lee.
Ah, yes, good morning, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Terribly
Who is the
sorry.
champion? Hansen's the champion. Oh, for making it.
Yes, I'm giving you every opportunity to mock me at this point.
Mock me? You haven't seen nothing yet, man. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Well, you can't do much when you're stuck, on a toilet seat for for 20 minutes straight. I'm sure you've been there before.
We're going to talk about this vacuum situation when those of you who spend too much time on the throne, when you sit there too long, it
start gluing.
There's sort of suction.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's a vacuum that's created, and you can't lift your bum off.
I think that's what I experienced just now.
Yeah?
But you know what? I told myself, no, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to come to the show because we're going to talk about making first impressions.
Well, I hope you didn't bring the throne along with you. That would make a bad first impression.
I don't have to make a first impression.
But we are going to be talking about first impressions and how important it is. Can you imagine? You got a big meeting, yeah? It's going to be a make or break job, and you come out of the lift and you suddenly, I've got this tickle. You know, and right in front of you, this guy goes, yeah. And then you go into the meeting room, and the person who saw you spit was the person that's going to interview you.
And that's just on the work front. How about on a social setting or even on a date?
Exactly.
A lot of people don't realize how important the first impression is.
So of course we encourage you to put your best foot forward, and you need a little bit of help. No worries, because we've got our image guru right here on The Breakfast Show.
Indeed we do.
Once again, let's welcome Murshidah Syed, and she's got some great advice for us. Thank you, Murshidah, once again.
Hi, good morning. I just enjoyed your morning talk this morning. Just what you guys had.
Really? Yeah.
So sorry to have you had to be like collateral damage at this point.
No, she was there trying to hold her laughter.
Yes, I was doing this.
She could feel the bombarding going on
That's
here.
right. Thank you. But let's talk about first impressions. Like, for example, when we first met you, we saw this cutting-edge woman, a Muslim woman, and she knows what she's doing. That was the first impression I got from you. Competency, and that's essential for your work,
Yes, that's right.
But how important is it to tell about that?
Okay, first impression is like the first perception that is created when two people meet together. All right, it doesn't matter whether it's a social setting, whether it is a business meeting, anything. Two people meet together, and that impression, that perception that is created. All right, and what is the opinion of other people have of that person? And amazingly, that opinion or that perception happens within the first few seconds of just meeting that person. It goes here, here, goes in here. Right?
Exactly.
Yes. So that is the impression that we make. So it's either a good first impression or a bad first impression. So sometimes people say, okay, how come this person, they don't know who I am, but they judge me, then we think back again, if let's say only one person does it, everybody else doesn't, then maybe it's something wrong with that person. When everybody says the same thing about you, like, they see the first time they see you, wow, so garang, or you look so fierce. But after I get to know you, so action. But after I get to know you, you're so nice. So you tend to think, do you have that much time to allow another person to get to know you, right? So how, in terms of first impression, how we want to bring across in how we impress upon people is who we really are. We don't try to be somebody we are not, because after that people say, hey, you are like this, I thought you were like that.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah, so this is,
So what's the do's and don'ts when you're trying to make a good first impression?
Okay, we have always been talking about hygiene.
Yes,
right?
okay.
That
still number one, thank you.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes. I think the first few times I was here, we were always talking about hygiene. So I will re-emphasize that again. Hygiene is important because that is a make or break first impression.
That is.
The other one is your clothes that you wear, how you dress, right? How you dress. And also about your personality, right? Your personality, your charisma, what comes out of your mouth, the opinions that you share with people, right? Because it is a reflection of what is inside. What is inside yourself will come out through your mouth, will come out through your eyes, through your viewpoints. And the other person will also receive that, and whatever opinion or impression they have is also a reflection of what goes on inside of them.
And
right?
it's in line with your particular concept of image is a holistic thing. It's outside and inside.
It's very much outside and inside, inside out, right? Because inside out.
It seems to be like the first thing you gotta do is, of course, you gotta brush your teeth, deodorant, and maybe even some cologne or perfume.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
that would be nice.
yes, that would be
Quite nice.
not too much cologne or perfume.
It's not
I
like a
feel,
whole bottle
Yeah,
like bathing in it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, when it comes to, of course, dressing,
Yeah.
does it really matter if you're going to be wearing, boy, I'm stylo, I wear branded items,
Yeah.
or, I wear stuff from bundle shops, but what is the criteria here? It has to be neat and clean, that's
Yes,
it, right?
it has to be neat and clean. That is the basic thing. And additional to that is how you want to style what you wear on your body. You know, clothes are cloths, pieces of cloths. It's how you put your on that body, and it's a reflection of your personality. It's a reflection of who you are, right? And how comfortable you are, because you don't want to be dressed. As someone you are not, you know? And I just remembered this. I read this quote by Judy Garland, and I want to say it here again.
Yes, please.
Be a first-rate person of yourself rather than a second-rate person of somebody else.
Very
right?
good, very good indeed.
So,
It's true.
Thank you, Julie Garland, for that one.
Judy Garland.
And okay, of course, a personal style that comes with your coaching methods, of course, yeah. But when it comes to maintaining this first impression, people tend to forget that first impression is the one that sticks in people's minds the most. Once you're slacker and the rest of your life in your working environment, you were clean and hygiene, people still, I remember that guy, first time I met him, I thought was a slacker, So you can't stop people from judging, can you?
Yeah, you can't.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
That's why the journey of self-discovery is very important, When you know yourself, you are comfortable with yourself, how you dress, it becomes a daily thing. It is not like, because I'm going to on a date, or because I am going out to meet this person, I am going to be
this person.
This person, dress out with this. You maintain, but okay, of course, when you go out you're meeting somebody special, or you're going to go on a meeting, you dress like yourself, but a bit better, right? You take more time to see how you can make yourself look better in terms of accessorizing, speak and span. But the best is to maintain that. And what we always encourage is to people to actually program within themselves a sense of self-respect. Because when you have self-respect for yourself, you always want to take care of yourself. When you have love and respect within yourself, you will always love and respect others. So you don't have to act, like, I want to make good first impressions, so I want to act, I want to try to be something like this or that, So it becomes very tiring. And if, let's say, you do get a job, or you get into a relationship, then you have to maintain that act for how long?
Exactly.
But okay, like coming back to what you said just now, right? Okay, we've covered the fashion, the hygiene. That's the easy part, I think. As long as you're aware of it and you do it, you're fine. But what about the whole, behavior, mannerisms, and even like what you say, what you speak and what, how you portray your inner self? How does someone do that, like improve on that and make a good impression?
Okay, when it comes to personality or charisma or etiquette, sometimes it takes a process. A few times people, maybe they were not trained to be polite at home. Maybe at home everybody shouts at each other, "Hey, you get my food for me," So sometimes it becomes So it has to be some people have to be learned. Some people are already from young, so it's a lot easier.
I've got some girlfriends. Really. Hey, why? What's wrong? I speak like that to everybody, ma.
So etiquette is also sometimes it's learned process, but at the same time, when we do it daily, right? Daily on self-improvement, when you anchor, you program yourself to have always unconditional love and respect. It comes out in your body language. When you are happy, you are full of love, you stand up straight. Your body language shows. You are not like this or angry, or you give out bad vibes. I just saw vibes, right? So when you give out bad vibes, or you have some issues inside, anger issues, or some unforgiveness, it comes out.
Transmit, right?
Yeah, it transmits. And people, sometimes you can force yourself to smile, hello, how are you? But the other person can feel it, like it's not sincere. Something was not right. It felt like it was a good meeting, or it was a good date, but tak ngam with that person. You can feel it because the vibes that comes out.
Exactly.
It transmutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So whatever, if let's say you're going to meet someone important, or be it in a social work setting, you have to sort of like sort out your internal issues first, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. That's why on the singles cruise that we're gonna do in December, we're going to do just that, because sometimes we don't know what issues that we have been carrying on for years and years. Why am I not attracting the person?
Hanging over our heads, isn't
Why
it?
am I like, when it comes to that commitment, close to that commitment part, something will happen, and we either sabotage the relationship, or you don't want, you run away, you have fear. So it is something to do with past issues. Sometimes we don't even realize.
And the worst part is, especially when you don't realize it. I mean, you're blaming everyone, and never once do you think, hey, I could do something about it. And this is your chance to come clean with yourself. And if you do need help, well, 13th October is the date to be looking for. The workshop is still on at the Melia Kuala Lumpur. Well, right now, today, onwards, if I'm not mistaken, it starts at 95 ringgit per person, yes?
That's right.
Yeah.
Indeed. Of course, we've got the number here for you. Do give it a call, 01230-77727. That's happening from 7 to 10 p.m.
Indeed, and all three coaches will be there to guide you through whatever you need, all the information and all the advice that you need to build a first-rate you.
That's
Isn't
right.
that?
That's right.
Okay, so well, as we wrap things up, thank you once again, Murshidah, for
thank
sharing
you.
your time with us. And so for our viewers out there, maybe they're about to get ready for a big interview right about now, or they might meet a woman of their dreams as they come out their car, you know. So maybe last bit of advice. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What I would like to recommend is everybody to have love and respect within yourself. You know, just program yourself. If you get angry or something, just think of somebody you love very much. When you think of that, you know, it kind of shifts that anger. We can start with something basic, and you will see certain changes in your life happening.
Right.
Sometimes you will see in the way you walk, the way the people that you attract, right? It is different. And when you have love and respect, especially before meeting a new person or on a date or, you know, on whether it's a meeting, it comes out differently as well. Makes you look more confident and you become a happier person.
There you go. So Hanson, there is hope
There's
for
hope
you
for me.
after all.
After all, yes.
I've been waiting
I just
to
gotta
this
be
whole 10 minutes. Yeah.
I just gotta realize, right? Be self-aware.
Come to the workshop.
I think I need to.
You'll take all the girls away. You know, all the girls go away. No.
Okay, I think we should go for a break now. We'll continue this discussion on our own personal
Once
time.
again, thank you to our image guru.
Thank you
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.